Hey, hello everybody. Hi, it's Rob at Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. Today is April 20th, 11:45 p.m. California time. And this is Old Style Classics Baseball Cards and other hobbies and other cards and all that hubbalub. And so today's 420 for all you hippies out there. Anyway, figured I'd show you guys a card right away. This is what we picked up from some of the Goodwin Champions packs we opened up yesterday. The All-World Chrome Platinum whatever Maria Sharapova. So it's a nice card. We got that, but I just figured, oh boy, you guys would sure like that. Yeah, we sure like that card, Rob. So that's a beauty, a beautiful card. All right, so today, Saturday, got up and we had the Silicon Valley card and collectible show over there at Westgate Center in Saratoga, and so went there at about 1 o'clock this afternoon. And so here's some other shows coming up. June 13th, 14th. I don't know if I can make those. Maybe on the 13th. A couple special days for me and my wife. August, October, November, and December there. I'd say it has about 12, 15 to 20 tables set up. Some of them are like a bunch of Pokemon stuff, so I'd say about 5 of them are like gaming stuff like that. And then there's a few toy people, and most of the rest of cards, but some of them are like all football or basketball. But still pretty cool. I was able to find a bunch of stuff today. Not a lot of super duper stuff, but still some cool stuff for me. Now they did do one of these over here at the Cow Palace up in South San Francisco, I think. A good old Cow Palace. But that was back in August, and that's when I was talking about wanting to go to, but I didn't go to. So anyways, anyone in the Bay Area looking, this show's free. Don't have to pay to get in there, but they usually don't have any, they don't have signers or anything like that. But there is that little card shop in there. Oh yeah, I took a video, so I'm gonna have to upload that first for you guys as a short. And then that shop that does like frame stuff. All right, folks. So I picked this up yesterday. Figured I could show you that real quick on Old Style Classics baseball cards. Before we go on, please subscribe, like, leave a comment, share this with other people who would like these kind of things that I'm about to show you. All right, so I'm going to start where I first picked up some stuff. Now this guy, there are a few guys, Alan, I think Jim, a couple people that I was buying from. I don't remember all their names, but I told them about my channel. And so, hey, if you guys are watching, thanks for watching. Thanks for some of the deals we made. So this first, I went in there and I looked around for a while, and then I went to this one guy's and I saw some stuff that I liked, but I started getting a headache because I needed to eat. So I went over to the King Egg Roll, and I was going to eat there, but the food didn't look very good, so I just had a couple of shrimp balls and an egg roll. And it was okay, and it gave me enough energy to kind of get through for a couple hours. Then I started to get a little burnt out, so just didn't want to dig through a whole lot of stuff. But I did do some digging, found some cool stuff. So, but anyways, one of the first place I bought anything from was this guy at the very end, and They said they were from um, Auburn, California, I believe. I told him about my channel. Oh, Juan. And I don't know where he got his stuff because he had like 3 plastic clear boxes like you would store in the closet, just full of cards, but they were all red tag, all out of order, and just like a bargain bin. And it got to be really frustrating looking through that, but I did see a few things that I liked, and I made a deal with this guy, and I can't believe what this last card, what I got, you know, price for, but still, it was relatively a good deal. So first, I'm not going to really go into these too much because I got some cards I want to open too. So I picked me up a Tony Gwynn. This was in one of those boxes, one of those minis. So I like those cards and the leaders. They're the 80s minis cards. That's 88, Tony Gwynn. Let's adjust this camera a little bit. Alright, I got Tony. So these are from Juan. Then I picked up some more Panini Golden Age singles. Another Tatum O'Neal. The card's in pretty nice shape. She's pretty popular from that movie. Miss Tatum O'Neal. The girl from the Bad News Bears. And then I didn't have him, so Aaron Blunt, the Bad News Bears, is one of the guys I needed from that Bad News Bears ones that we showed before. So I picked him up, and that was kind of, I told him if this next card, if I bought it from him for what he was asking, could I throw those 3 cards in, and he was like, yeah, sure. So those 3 cards were pretty much free, and I believe I got this one here for like, I think I got the whole lot for like 10 bucks. Kind of sucks that it's turned in its slab. Now, you know me, I'm not a big slab guy. Graded. This is an old slab, but yeah, I guess it's doing the job. But the slab's pretty scratched up. But this is a back of one of these MSA discs that I've never seen before. Superstar Safelon Corporation lunch bags. I didn't even notice that till just now, but I did look it up. And it was like a plastic lunch bag from the 70s that you could put like food in, send your kid to school. And so Sawmill Road, Yonkers, New York there. So I wonder if they're still in business. Yeah, it kind of looks like a recycle logo early on. So that's a different back for one of these MSA discs. MSA, Michael Schechner and Associates. Still got to do a whole video on this, or multiple. And so it's cool to get a different back. And why did I buy this graded? Because of the price. I just couldn't believe it. You know, this and those things, and it was like 10 bucks. And so we got Hall of Famer Catfish Hunter. As you can see, it turned in there. So I don't know. I tapped it enough times, and maybe we can get it to go back into a proper place. But Catfish Hunter, Hall of Famer. And this is one of those MSA discs with the baseball seams on it. And you know what? I didn't know he was dead. For some reason, I thought this guy was still alive. And he's been gone for like 15 years. I could think in 19. Oh, maybe it was 25 years. I don't know, like 99 or something like that he died. So, yeah, so that's a long time ago. I had no idea. I thought he was still alive. And that is in a PSA 1976 Safelon disc Catfish Hunter mint 9. So I don't know who would have gotten one of these graded because they're not super valuable. I mean, 10s are like 35, 40 bucks for Catfish, and I think 9s are going for about 15 to 20. So I just thought it was, you know me, I like MSA and I like these discs, and but I just figured this, let's say this was like $8. I think maybe that's what he had said, like $8. And I was like, oh, I'll throw on these other cards and give you 10. And he was like, yeah, something like that. I don't remember exactly. But I'm like, how much would it cost to get this card graded? It's like $15 to $20 or whatever. So I just thought it was neat. I figured I'd get one because it had the different back. And I mean, just having the card in there is worth more than what he was charging. So, and I'm a sucker for MSA stuff. So that was a nice little haul from this guy here. All right, let's see this one. No, that was later. All right, we'll set these aside, folks. Let's see, who did I buy from next? That guy was last. Maybe it was this guy. Yep. And then the next guy I went and talked to. Now I was gonna go back and talk to this other guy who was talking to me about moving to Chicago. That he worked there before, and now he's wanting to move back. And but by the time I ate and went through these other tables and went back around to his table, he was gone. So he had some oddball stuff that I wanted to look at, like some more of those, what, slice or squirt cards, but he was gone, so that sucks. I could go back tomorrow, but I don't know if I will. You know, I'm fine if I don't. So then next I went to Alan, and he lives down there in South San Jose, and I told him about my page here on YouTube, my channel. So he said he'd look it up and wrote it down on one of these, and gave me his name so I could shout him out. So hey Alan, he gave me some pretty good deals, and probably my favorite cards of the day. Now I'll get to these last. Yep, because that's a big one. All right, now a super cool one for me. You know I love Allen and Ginter, and so I bundled all this stuff together, and I think all these cards I think I paid like $60 for. And yeah, mostly because of the last card, the last three cards really, but this one's super cool. I picked me up another 2006 Allen and Ginter mini framed relic card. You know I'm a sucker for 2006 Allen and Ginter, and as you can see, that is a Vladimir Guerrero, better known as Vladdy Daddy, Hall of Famer last year. And that is a bat relic. That's a pretty cool looking bat relic too. It kind of looks like corkboard or something there. But Hall of Famer on the Angels, so can't hurt to have that. And like I said, if you add up all these numbers that the guy wanted and then figure I walked away for $60 is not a bad deal. So we got Vladdy Daddy there. Alright, beautiful 2006. Then I got a 2007 mini Mario Andretti. So 2007 is another beautiful year, very much like 2006 except for the red writing down there. And that's an ANG back, so one of them old ANG backs. So you can start tallying if you like. And I don't have any of his relics or autographs or anything, so I figured, yeah, why not? Because it's on a turkey red. Got an authentic game worn jersey, Chipper Jones. You know I like them turkey reds. If you've watched any of my videos in the last few weeks, you can see some of the turkey red stuff I picked up. There was a few other relics that I wanted to get, but I had to rein myself in. So I'm not going to spend too much time on any one of these, because I may go back and do some more videos more specific to any number of these cards. I just want to show you kind of what I picked up. Then I did pick up a Dave Winfield because he's another person I don't have anything of, relic, autograph, anything, rookie, or anything special. A very Andre Dawson-esque player, Dave Winfield, and it's one of those Diamond Kings paper framed on the front and like mini framed like an Allen & Ginter plastic mini frame on the back. As you can see there, 71 of 99 Diamond Kings. So that's a beauty. So, you know, I like those, and that looks like 2010 to me there. Sorry, my glasses are not, 2016, sorry. Glasses are not cooperating with the distance here for some reason tonight. But that's sweet. So that's my first Dave Winfield hit, so to speak. And now this next card, I know he's readily available to get out there, but I don't have one. And I thought, yeah, cool. It's a cool image of him. And I like that this one was kind of a chrome. I guess Panini did on the third year, I believe, of this release. Yeah, 2013, 2014. So this would be the fourth year. So they did this for at least 4 years. And that's the Panini Cooperstown collection. So picked me up another Hall of Famer, Raleigh Fingers. And that's one of these chrome cards. So like I said, I'll do another video where it's more specific, like maybe just the autographs or something. I'm just going through the bunches I got from different people. And so, like I said, if you're doing the math right now, based on what he wanted, I did pretty good. So Mr. Raleigh Fingers, displayed in Milwaukee there, supposedly. And it's a cool image because of the mustache. That one works. That's a good autograph to have. I like the Cooperstown autographs from Panini. Now this is the set I've been talking about for a long time, that I said I loved this set, and I could never remember what year it was. And there it was sitting there, and I didn't even know they did autographs for this set. And so at the time, I was only buying I was just kind of starting to get back into buying cards more often. I kind of really got going pretty good again in 2005, but I was picking up some random stuff here and there. And early 2000s, but like 2004 going into 2005 is when I kind of picked up a lot more, depending on if I could afford it or not. And this I either picked up retail, or maybe it used to be a hobby shop that sold like video games and cards and stuff in Albuquerque called Noble. So I remember buying cards at this place, and that would have been about the right time. So I don't know if it was retail or not, but I never got a hit out of one of them. I didn't even know they had hits, because it wasn't until 2005 that I got my first autograph card. So I probably didn't even know these existed, but I loved these cards. And that was the 2004 Flair. These cards are just beautiful, and just the little raised for kind of thing they have on the front. So this is a Rocky Calavito Flair Greats, and I just the color on these cards, how it's the dark, it's just classy. And this little silver thing that goes around it is raised, and so it's got the texture like that, like it's in a frame, and like that's seated back. So I never even knew they had autographs all these years. I just remember I got, I don't know, 5 or 6 packs of these. Whenever I came across these packs, I bought them because I like the old players, old style. And this may have been one of the first cards that I had bought, like packs, that were really kind of an old style card, that I was like a little more upscale, I should say. Not like the stuff that you got in the 80s, like those silver cards of some of the older players, or just some of the oddball stuff that you can get. But like the first set, that was like, this set blew me away. And like I said, I didn't even know they had autographs. He had another guy there, and it's not that I needed him or anything like, well, I mean, I don't have one of his autographs. It's not that I needed any particular person, because he had only a few, but I was like, oh my god, I love those cards. I never knew they had autographs. I want to have one because I love this set. This is probably what really kind of started to propel me down the old style classics baseball cards avenue. This is one of the sets that really got me going, because I just loved the images and everything about them, that they were kind of old fashioned, just classy. And then within a couple years, like I said, Allen and Ginter had come out, and I was hooked. So Rocky Calavito. So hang on just a second. All right, folks. Thank you. Let me get a drink here. No, he's not in the Baseball Hall of Fame, but he has some great numbers. Dude hit 4 home runs in a row in one game, 4 home runs, and he's got some pretty solid numbers. Maybe someday, Veterans Committee, depending on what position he played here. Guess he's 90 years old. He's still alive, I believe. Outfielder, so it's going to be tough, but he's in either Detroit or Cleveland or something Hall of Fame. So, but still, solid player. They are sticker autographs, little stickers, but just beautiful card. We'll get back to that someday. And then here's a first for me, people. Now this is in my PC, and I've always wanted one of these. I don't know how they did these. If they just, well, it says it came directly from him, so I don't know if they actually sent them balls to sign, or just sent them this little piece of something, or like the card and had them sign it. I don't know, but I always thought these were super cool, and I never knew Andre was in one of these, and this is the one I was like, dude, do you have any Andre Dawson stuff? He goes, autographs or relics? And I was like, dude, anything. And he was like, oh, let me go look. And he dug around, and pulled this out. And I was like, oh yeah, I gotta have that. Obviously I wasn't gonna overpay or anything like that. Well, I mean, I wouldn't have gone crazy. If it was worth $50, I might have paid 60, kind of thing. That's about how bad I would have wanted this. But Andre Dawson, signed ball, cut out and inserted into a card. So that's a signed piece of baseball that they put in these cards. The Sweet Spot Classic Greats Andre Dawson from Upper Deck. I always liked those cards. I thought it was a cool idea to take a ball and have it inserted, that sweet spot, into a card. And I don't know why they stopped doing that. It must cost too much to do that, to have balls. I guess they could do 4 of them. They could just hire, get the company to like make the ball with no logos on it and just have them sign 4 sweet spots per ball. I don't know. Depends how they do it. And so let's do this for you, people. I know the video's probably going to go a little long. I won't be able to get to opening some cards probably in this video, so I'll just have to do another video. So I haven't taken this out, haven't touched it or anything, so you guys are going to be the first to experience this with me. For me to touch that Now, of course, got little creases in there because it was round and now you flattened it, so it's never going to be perfect. But that's definitely Andre Dawson's autograph. I've seen it enough times to know for a fact. A little lighter than expected. It feels almost like styrofoam. Light. But that is super sweet. So there's another Andre Dawson, different thing that I have. Now I have a cut signature for Andre Dawson. Now I have one of these signed ball autographs of Andre Dawson. I have on card Andre Dawson. I have sticker autograph Andre Dawson. And I also have playing days. Like this last year, he played signed card. So him, a card that was meant to be autographed. So, you know, when they make cards that are supposed to be autographed, not autographed after the card came out, but it came in the packs autographed. So I think the last year he played is when they started doing that. So I got that autograph card when he was on the Marlins. So I have post playing days, playing day, ball, cut signature, so on and so forth. I guess the other two things that would be cool would be like a bat relic. Not, I mean, like a bat knob. You know, either getting the bat knob or the bat logo. You know, like the, I know he doesn't use Louisville Slugger, but like the part of the bat barrel that has Louisville Slugger or whatever brand he used, or the bat knob, like an autograph like that. Plus I got the dual book card autograph of him and Rhino. So, and then I think what would be cool would be something like a piece of leather glove would be cool as well. So that card he was asking $50 for, and then I was like, dude, would you take 30? And then he thought about it for a while, and then he was like, yeah. And then I was like, well, let me look at your other stuff. And then all those other cards I just showed, like the Rocky autograph and Raleigh Fingers and all those other cards, I was able to get all that stuff for like $60. So, and he wanted 50 for this to start with. Now I think that was a little much, but kind of give them a little bit of a break sometimes too at these card shows because they're paying to be there. But you can also get some pretty good deals. Alright, so that's super sweet. So once again, thank you, Alan, from the Berryessa area of San Jose. Alright, next I went to the guy right next to him and talked to him for a while, and I think maybe it was Jim or something. He was a super nice guy too. Talked a lot about Mervin's. He was talking about wanting to go to Mervin's, and Joe Montana would be there to sign like pictures or cards that they had printed up or whatever, and it was free. And so I talked to him about that stuff, and then all these minis. So he had a little Allen & Ginter section in his like bargain box, and like 95% of them were minis, and some of them were a lot of repeats. So, but I pretty much cleared them out except for the duplicates or some of the ones that I knew I didn't need. But I believe I have a few new checks off my Allen & Ginter list just from this guy's little bargain bin. So not the rarest of some of the Allen & Ginter stuff that I'm looking for, but definitely some of the stuff I don't think I have. And I need to get at least one of each kind of thing Allen & Ginter's has done. So that means like each little insert set, whether it's super rare or not so super rare. Like I said, the wood card, the stained glass card, a metal card, all that stuff. But we'll start off first. Picked up this Topps 206. That's a 2010 Randy Johnson there. Centering's not great, but this was when it was still, you would buy packs and you get full cards plus a mini like Allen & Ginter. I believe it's 2010. polar bear back. Oh, wait a minute. No, wait. Sorry, people, I made a mistake. This is the 2002. So see, like I showed you that Flair card autograph from that Flair Greats that I love so much. You know, I didn't even know about these at the time because, like I said, I would only pick up a few packs here and there from like the mid 90s into the early 2000s because I just, you know, I would probably pick up Flagship or something, you know, because there were still a bunch of brands around. If I seen something, I'd pick up a few packs here and there because who knew, you know, maybe whoever the next Mike Trout was or something like that, you didn't want to, you know, it's like playing the lottery once in a while. If it's $1 billion, if you don't buy a ticket, you're not going to win. You buy a ticket, you're probably not going to win, but you could. So that's kind of what my attitude was about baseball cards for a while there, was I'd pick up a few packs here and there when I seen them, just in case, you know, maybe I would get lucky and get the big guy. Because in my mind it was not so much about refractors and all that, it was like having the next Mickey Mantle's rookie card. So I still have to go through some of my old cards to see if any of that paid off. But like this is something I didn't even know about because I was probably just getting them at Walmart or Walgreens or whatever places that still sold them. And so I didn't even know about this set at the time. Now I have picked up, I believe, blasters and stuff years later, you know, like older ones or stuff out of the bargain bins at the local card shops. But that's 2002. So had I seen these, I probably would have been all into it right then and there instead of, you know, more like 2006. Alright, so we got that many from him. And, you know, I just put all these together with the cards that I was asking for and just said, hey, would you take this for it? And he was like, yeah. So, actually, I offered him an amount. And I don't know if he heard me. And then when he went through all the cards that he sold me, he actually told me $5 less than I originally offered it. And I was like, okay. So, sorry, dude. But, yeah. Alright, you know me, I love tobacco minis, whether it's, you know, Allen Ginter is my favorite, but any of them. So then I got me some 2006s, I couldn't believe it. And these are A&G backs, nonetheless. So some of them aren't the biggest names, but that's even better because I know I don't have it. Urinsky, Betancourt, Bestancourt? Dang, glasses. And then he was like, oh yeah, whatever price you see on there, we could do like half or whatever. So I don't know how to say his name. Betancourt Urinsky, so I'm not too familiar with him. But that's still beautiful. 2006 Allen Ginter. Look at that. Gary Sheffield, A&G back. First year of Allen Ginter. Like I said, I'll pull these out someday in the future and show them to you better. Maybe in the next few days. Bowie Diller. Kind of looked like Ted Williams at first. A&G back, 2006. Just love 2006. And this, I believe, I have, yeah, I know I have the Caesar. So I got another one, Claudius. Roman Emperors from 2007. So that's got the red writing on Allen Ginter instead of the blue. But that's Claudius, and that is one of the insert sets of the different emperors you can get. So I got Julius Caesar, now I have Claudius. So that's a cool one. And a 2007 black border of Ron Washington. So old school black border, 1 in 10 packs. Ron Washington. And it talks about him more than it has stats, so that's interesting. Then we got, can't pass up Mario Andretti. So that's pretty solid non-baseball player from that second set of Allen Ginter. Pretty famous Mario Andretti. Different, interesting thing in the second year, like Mario's card number 19 there, and the first year he would have, if he was in the first year 2006, he would have been one of the short prints like Danica Patrick, Hulk Hogan, Mike Tyson, all them. They would have been 301 up, but they started putting their non-baseball players in the main set after that. Alright, now we're going to go jump up to 2010. So we got Chu, another black border. Shin-So Chu for Cleveland there. Another black border from 2010. Hotchvar. Just don't run into these things very often. It's hard to get minis because I know in the Bay Area there's some other guy that really likes minis too, and like the local card shop has been setting most of them aside for this guy for a long time. He gets them, like eats them all up, and so then I miss out because that's my kind of cards. So whenever I come across them, you know, especially these older ones, I'll pick them up. Like short prints are even harder to find. It's just a lot of people don't like them, and so I don't know what they do with them, or the card shops don't pick them up because they don't think people like them, but there are a lot of us that do. So yeah, when they buy like cards from other people, these might just be the ones that they're not really buying. So that's why I don't get to come across them as much as I would like. Alright, Cueto, Johnny Cueto, he was another one of those solid pitchers for such a long time. Look at how young he looks there. His hair is short. I don't know if he's still pitching. He might be. I know he was with the Giants there for a while, especially when the Cubs beat them to go on our way to the World Series. So that's a pretty solid name. And if you know me, if you watched any of my old videos, I love ancient Greece and their architecture and mythology and everything about ancient Greece. And my favorite is Athena, the Greek goddess Athena. And of course, her temple is the Parthenon. So this, I have a Parthenon card, but this is a different one, different year. So of course when I see that, I'm going to have to pick up a Parthenon card for the gray-eyed goddess Athena. So, grace be with you, goddess. That's cool. And Lords of Olympus, I did pick up the Athena recently. You can go back and look at some of those videos I did about my Allen Ginter binder that I bought, and try and fill up some of them pages after we got the 6 exclusive cards that came only in those binders. I got an Athena card because I knew about the Athena card but never pulled one. And back in 2010, that was right about when I was moving here, so I probably wasn't spending money on cards that year and didn't buy a whole lot. But I knew I wanted that Athena card, and then I seen the Hades one sitting there today, so I'm like, yeah, I'll pick that up because I wouldn't mind to have the complete set of this insert set. Alright, put these cards aside here, folks. And these are cool. I believe these may be one of those checks off my Allen Ginter list, and that is the Monsters of the Mosaic, Mesozoic, and that's a Stegosaurus, one of the dinosaur cards from Allen Ginter. I know some of you guys don't like this stuff, but I think it's awesome. Goes right back to original Allen Ginter, which was not a baseball card set. It was a trading card set of champions and things of interest. So there we go. That's super cool. Check off my list. But I'm going to have multiple checks off my list Because who doesn't love the Velociraptor? Check. Made famous from Jurassic Park. They made him look more like a bird in this one. And those are just cool cards. And this is one of the insert sets where the actual images are actually pretty good. Because Allen and Ginter sometimes will not do great on some of their insert images, especially way back when. And then, of course, the Supersaurus. I don't think they call him that anymore, but check. Can you imagine the steak on that thing? Holy smoke. You could eat for 10 years if you were able to preserve that. Monsters of the Mesozoic. And here are these next few cards are another check, definitely a check off my Allen and Ginter list that I didn't know about, didn't have, also in 2010. That is the kangaroo from Australia, and these are the national animals cards. So that is super cool. If any of you guys want to see anything specific more, leave a comment, tell me what you're interested in. Israel Gazelle. That's sweet. Israeli Gazelle. Support. And the Italian Wolf. Everyone's a Lobo. The Mexican Wolf. You got the Italian Wolf. 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 Like my New Mexico Lobos. Wolf. Hey, Wolf. Hey, Wolf. Hey, Wolf. Watch out. I'm running here. Alright. Alright, that's that, folks. And then I circled around to this first guy that I was trying to buy stuff from. And I kind of did two little purchases, but it's all the same guy. So I picked up just some random stuff, junk out of his little junk bin. I just figured it'd be good for the binder, like this one here. It's an Andre Dawson, my PC guy. You know, not great centered on the back. That is the 1980 Andre Dawson. I think I have this card. I'm not 100% sure. It's got a little ding corner there, but it's mostly going to go in my binder, and it was really popped. Has a really good pop to it, so I may not have that, so that may be something new for my Andre Dawson collection. Or this would have been one of the cards that may have got damaged when my old binder got wet. And then I picked up an Eddie Murray just because I don't have a lot of his old stuff. So I picked me up a 81 Eddie Murray that looked pretty decent, like got some pop to it, you know. So of course Eddie Murray on the Orioles is always probably the one to have. So solid Hall of Famer Eddie Murray. Then they had another Turkey Red. You know, I love them Turkey Reds, and there's Cal Ripken Jr. So that's solid. Glad to have the Cal Ripken Jr. Hall of Famer. Really nice looking card. Alright. Getting there, folks. We're getting there. And I was like, what the heck? I can't resist. Here's the starting lineup. Kerry Carter. So you're only going to get those from the starting lineup. So I could have ordered one, but I just wanted to have it. MSA. So Hall of Famer. And of course another Cal Jr. from the Jumbo Sunflower Seeds. I know it's not in great shape, but these cards were almost a throw-in, basically. It was like, if these last few cards that I ended up buying, he kind of just threw these in, because these were ones I was sort of interested in. You know, I was keeping my eyes out for oddball stuff, and I know it's all chipped up or whatever, but I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I don't mind. I'm not going to grade it. These, I've seen Pepsi cards before, but I don't know if I have any or not, and it's an oddball. I don't know if it's a... For a while there, I thought it might be a team issue, but I don't see any logo there. So I'm not too sure about these Pepsi cards. It doesn't really say who manufactured it. So I don't know how you got these, and I may have a Pepsi card or not. I'm not sure, but since I wasn't sure, I needed to pick one up because just like John Mangini, I like to have at least something from all the different oddball food issues and stuff like that. So that's cool. Now, I may have this card already, I don't know, but it was a cool insert set from Allen and Ginter, and this is a nice looking one, and I picked it up just because I like them. It's Allen and Ginter, and that is the State of Oregon, Jacoby Ellsbury. And another reason why I got this was because he's the first autograph card I ever got out of a pack of cards, and that was from Bowman. I think I bought a blaster 2005, and I pulled the Jacoby Ellsbury Signs of the Future, where it's got an error on the back where they push the signing of this card, they push the word "the" and signing together, no space between them. Sticker autograph, and so that really got me hooked and started going. Then I started buying a bunch of blasters that would come with an autograph, like TNA Wrestling, like the Knockouts. So I saw this there, and in case I didn't have it, I really like this insert set. Those make great autograph cards, like for Archive Signature Series. Sorry folks, this video is going on and on, but we'll get back to that card. And then the two cool cards that I picked up, I went back and I was like, oh, I wanted to get this one too. So I got the Thurman Munson Hostess card. Yeah, it's a little not perfectly cut, obviously, but it's about as good condition as some of those post-serial cards are cut. And I don't really have a whole lot of Thurman Munson stuff. He'll probably end up in the Hall of Fame at some point in time, I would think. But he's a popular Yankee, and the one thing about this set, though, is even though you can't tell, because it doesn't say it anywhere, but Topps, I believe, are the ones who did these cards for Hostess. So, but still, nevertheless, an oddball nonetheless, and a Munson, so I'm sure I can always, if I ever needed to, somebody would be interested in having a Munson card. And then, as you know, I love MSA, and I love the MSA discs, and I've known about these, but I never had one, and to be honest with you, I don't know if I ever came across one at a store or at a show or anything like that, and never think about buying one off of eBay. I saw it there, and to go along with Thurman Munson, I was like, yeah, I wanted to have this card more than that one, but I ended up getting them both, and that is the Wiffle. So the Wiffle Sports Spectacular, regulation baseball size. So this would have came with a wiffle ball set. You would have bought the wiffle ball bat that came with the little ball, and this would have been the little box around it, you know, around the ball. Yeah, part of the packaging for that little set. And they had these MSA disc cards that you could hand cut out. You could see the little lines there, but somebody was smart enough to just cut that off the actual box instead of trying to cut that round. So another Thurman Munson, and so this is another one of the MSA discs that I needed, and it does have the wiffle on the back. MSA, I believe that's 76, and yeah, it says right here, and then the guy wanted 35 for that. And I went in and I was like, asked for all these other things, and I think I got the whole lot for, I don't know, it was like 30 bucks. But he also had this sitting there, and I have another one of these that's going to be part of a special episode that I do. And so when I went back about the Hostess card, I was like, oh, I wanted to get that, I forgot. And then he's like, what about this thing? And I was like, oh yeah, that's sweet. And then he was like, it's only 10 bucks. And I was like, oh, nah, I think I'll just get this because I'd already spent all this money. And then I was like, you know what, for 10 bucks, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get this thing here because I do have another one, and I'm not going to say what it is yet, but he had the Bear Stein. So the Babe Ruth Bear Stein. And I will do more of this. This is, you can see that from the Bradford Museum. So one of those like infomercial where they were trying to sell you stuff back in like the 90s or whatever. And it also, you know, it's got the pewter little glove there in the top. And it still had at least the paper, all the paperwork and stuff in there. Like stats and a little story about him. But it obviously it doesn't have the box that it came with. But, and plus that's Babe Ruth's called shot. So of course that's Wrigley Field in the background. So, famous moment in baseball. Didn't quite work out for us Cubs or the Cubs fans at Wrigley Field back then. So picked that up. And then I was circling around saying bye to some of them people, and then I seen this guy who had these I could see sitting there, so I ran over there to get a few. I figured they're only going to be like $1 or something like that. The guy was kind of a dick. Excuse my language, but when I told him, they're kind of rough, dude. How much do you want for? Oh, of course they're going to be rougher. And I was like, dude, I'm just trying to bargain with you here. But he did have some still in the seal jumbo California sunflower seed packs, and these are MSA as well, and you know I love MSA. So I got the one that had Cal Ripken Jr. on the back, MSA with Ken Griffey Jr. You can't go wrong with Ken. And then I got another Ken Griffey Jr. Looking through him for Dawson, but he's not in this set. And then one with Eddie Murray. And then Ken Griffey Jr. I think there's 3 cards in these packs with Roger Clemens. I probably got this one because that's the best looking shaped one of him, even though the centering's off. And then he had these 2 minis, but they were together, so they were in this little bag that's inside of here. So yeah, I kind of got 2 for 1, to be honest with you. I think I paid the guy like $5 for all of these. You know, I love minis. I'm not into collecting basketball, but I don't think I have any basketball minis aside what would come in Allen and Ginter or like Goodwin, but like actual basketball brand, or at least modern, I know for sure. So I just saw these and then they were numbered, so I was like, yeah, I'll go ahead and pick those up. So all those, the sunflower ones and these 2 cards for $5, 73 of 270 something. So we'll take these out in the next few days and show them to you. And then at least one person that we know, Arenas. So picked him up, never seen these before. Alright. Gilbert Arenas, so that's cool. 245 of 278. So, you know me, I love minis. I'm not too big or keen on the modern. Oh, got a hangnail. Sorry, folks. Modern looking ones, but still, they're minis. I dig minis. And so there you have it, folks. That is what I picked up at the card show. And then I want to open this, so I'll do another video where we do this. And so, hey, if you're in the Bay Area, there you go. There's some dates for some new shows coming up. So that's pretty sweet stuff. Thanks for watching Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. I'm Rob. See you later. Sorry about the long video. But hey, thank all you guys at the San Jose Card Show. I feel I got some decent deals and some pretty cool stuff. Not all of it's in the best shape, but that's okay. Some of this stuff, like this Andre Dawson card with a bent corner, deserve a home, and they deserve a home with me because that's my man. Alright, so what do we get? 2 Andre Dawsons. Alright, everybody, thanks for watching. Bye.